So guys, let me be the first to like my video. So, let me be the first to like my video. So guys, good evening and welcome once again to my live broadcast. This evening we are going to discuss about the protest that's going on in United Kingdom. You got it. We are going to discuss about UK protest. So gather here. Let's look into the protest that is going on in UK. So where are my homies at? Like always, you know how we do it here. I just hope these people will not interrupt my broadcast this evening. It is Thursday evening and your host tonight is Uncle RODDY as always. Yes, your host tonight is Uncle RODDY as always. So, where my homies at? Let me wait for them to join us before we start broadcasting, before I start broadcasting, like always. So, don't forget, we are discussing UK protest tonight. That's what we are here to discuss. UK protest. That's what we are here to discuss. So let me see where my homies at. Where are they? So if you are watching me or as you watch me on YouTube, please like and share. Invite more people. Let's look at UK protest. What's going on in United Kingdom? So many videos are flying around. There are so many videos flying around. I don't know why. I don't understand. People are not joining. Is it because I wrote UK protest? It's like they don't want us to talk about the protest or what? But then, we've got to talk about the protest. Nobody will stop us from discussing the protest in UK. I want everybody to be part of this broadcast. God's last born, I see you. These are my people. People that want me to go viral. Yes, God's last born. I see you. There is something I don't like about black people. That is there are things I don't like about black people, and I'll keep saying it. Black people don't like to support. Black people, they don't like to. This is why you see Asians, Europeans, the rest of the world are just, dealing with black people. They find it difficult to support each other. They find it difficult even to hold together as a people. Some of them, even if you hold the key to their life, hate will not allow them even to support you. Will not allow them. So guys, welcome to my live broadcast as always. Well, this evening, I want to wait for more people to join us. As you watch me on YouTube, like and share, bring in more people because this evening is going to be, you know how we do it. You know how we do it here. Man, I dropped a video in the afternoon. You saw my video. You know, I just wanted to use that video where I played a drunk. I wanted to use that video to send a message to people who are drunkards. Just quit alcohol drinking. Finish. That's what I want to do. Because your dignity will just vanish. This is English. Man, this broadcast this evening is going to be this broadcast this evening is going to be hot. Where are my people? See, everybody should join us. This broadcast this evening is going to be hot. Very hot one. So, Can and Sugar, I see you. It is evening in Vienna. It is 15 minutes or maybe 13 minutes to 7 p.m. here in Vienna. Well, tonight we are here to discuss the UK protest. I will spend like 1 hour with you guys, and that's it. I want to spend like an hour with you guys, and that's it. So where my homies, do I start talking or do I wait for more people to join us? Like and share, bring in more people. Like and share, bring in more people. Let me drop my lines and move. Or do I start? Or maybe if you want me to start, then I start. But some people may come and then tell me to rewind, they would like to, man, I've not seen Patrick Martins for some time now. I've not seen Bosco for some time now. There are so many, I've not seen EKGR for some time now. I've not seen a lot of guys that usually come to my broadcast for some time now. There are so many of my, Paul by Waters is here. These are my regulars. Paul by Waters. Paul that lived by the river bank. Paul that lived by the river bank is here. Paul, I see you. So guys, this evening, let's gather here and reason together. Let's gather here and reason together. Do we start now or let me wait a bit? Man, in the afternoon, Kings, I see you. In the afternoon, when a lot of viewers were watching me, many people were watching me, my internet went off. Close to 200 people were watching on TikTok, and the YouTube, a lot of people were watching, the internet went off. I was just telling the gospel truth, they cut it off. But then this evening we are going to talk about UK protest. Now let's go. I don't know where you may be watching me from. You know, on this page, people from different nationalities are here, or nationality anyhow. The UK that we are looking up to now, they are messing up. The Englishmen. Well, now I know Asian citizens are watching me, African citizens are watching me, Europeans are watching me, Americans are watching me. Gen Organic Jews, I see you. See, the reality is, many of the people that are watching me, 90% of the people that are on my page are immigrants. 90% of the people on my page are people who left their homelands to go seek for greener pastures in foreign land. Now listen to me. Because what is talking here, who is talking here is an experienced man. Many of you have been following my page, have been listening to my program. I always say, invest in Africa, invest in your homeland. Have I not been saying it? Even some of you saw the video that I dropped about children born in abroad and children generally. I said, as a parent, as a father or a mother, I said, invest something, keep something aside for your old age. Because those you rely on, the children you rely on may disappoint you. I posted the video today. Listen attentively. I have been hammering this issue of investing in your homeland for years now, or for months now. I don't know who is listening to me. I don't know which country you come from. Maybe you are from Pakistan, Bangladesh, Ghana, Nigeria, Liberia, South Africa. Many South Africans are not outside. Or Cameroon, Kenya, wherever you come from. Kenyans don't actually travel. Only their women travels. The men stay at home. So, I keep saying, invest part of your money in your home countries. It gets why. There is a reason why you should never forget your home. I remember when I was in in primary school, there was a song we used to sing then, whenever we go out for March past, or Children's Day, or sometimes even in the school when we are having morning assembly, or sometimes even in the class. That song goes like this. You may think it is a joke. That song goes like this. Home, my home, home, my home, home, my home. When shall I say my home? When shall I see my native land? I will never forget my home. Home, my home, home, my home, home, my home. When shall I say my home? When shall I see my native land? I will never forget my home. See, some people traveled to abroad and forgot their home because of chicken leg and fast food. Some people traveled abroad. Women caged them. Some men caged them. They forgot why they traveled abroad. The primary reason why you traveled was to improve your living condition, or the living condition of your people in Africa. Poverty was what made a lot of people travel abroad. Poverty was what made. Don't tell me you were comfortable in your home country. If you are comfortable, if you are rich, you will not leave your home country. You will not leave your native land. I dropped a video some time ago. I said, listen, 90% of the people, don't doubt me, that you see living in abroad came from poor families. It's no joke. 90% of the people you see living in abroad came from poor families. The rest 10% are children of politicians or big men children. There is nobody whose parents, or there is no rich person that will like, man, did you know the risk a lot of us took? Did you know the risk a lot of us took? Many people, many Africans, Asians, you see, they always want to waste somebody's effort. But we are not going to stop. So, let me continue with my program. Nothing is going to stop us. So, we all have reasons why we left home. Many of us experienced hardship, suffering. We saw our parents suffer hunger. We saw our siblings suffer hunger. Many of us lived in ghettos, slums. Are you following me? Many of us came up from the slum. Do you understand me? And a lot of people came from countries where the government don't care about you. Many came from countries where the government don't give a damn about you. So your destiny is in your hand. You've got to fight your fight. This is why you see many Africans leave home by any means necessary. Now, many people, I'm not talking about the people that started following my page newly. Many of you have heard me say, invest home. Even if you want to live in abroad, keep something at home. Keep something at home. There are some people, there are some women who came online to fight me. Some women said, stop deceiving people. Some said, I came here to deceive people. I should stop deceiving people. I should stop telling people to invest home. I blocked a lot of people, distractors, who said I was deceiving people by telling people to invest home. See, I don't want to rush this broadcast tonight. Yes, I don't want to rush this broadcast tonight. See, I said, and I'll repeat it, even if you want to live in abroad, keep something back home in case of unforeseen circumstances. See, there is nothing in life is guaranteed in this life. The life you are living is not guaranteed. The life you are living has no guarantee. People may wake up tomorrow, a lot of people are going to die. Unexpected death, untimely death, or you call it accidental death. Either plane crash, car accidents, motorcycle accidents, even at workplaces, even maybe fight at home with siblings, with your spouse or anybody. People die. So the life we are living is not even guaranteed. Now, listen to me. I always say, don't put all your eggs in one basket. There is a reason why your car has spare tires. Why your car has spare tires, or spare tire, is when you are going on a long journey. If one tire bursts, you have a spare tire to replace that kaput tire. Listen to me very well. Even, you see, here in Europe, they control you and you get fined if you don't have spare tire while driving your car. You may be driving on a lonely road or on highway where nobody is there to help you, and your tire burst. What happens? Then you have a spare tire to change the busted tire. That is how it is in life. Always have plan B. Did you hear me? Always have plan B. No matter, even if you love Europe, even if you love America, keep something. See, let me tell you. The Jews used Europe as home. They took Europe as home until Hitler arose. If you come to Europe before, that is, I told you guys I was a taxi driver. Europe, all Jews, these Jews, they were, that is, they were everywhere in Europe until Hitler arose and began to eliminate them. That was when they decided to go back and fight for Palestinians. Did you hear me? That was how they woke up and decided to go fight for Palestinians. Now let me take you to the Bible. Let me take a reference from you from the Bible. Because I know guys keep sharing this thing. You all read about how in the Bible, how the Israelites became slaves in Egypt. There was famine, just let me make it short. There was famine in the land of Canaan. So they now went to look for food. When they went there, they discovered that their brother, the brother they sold into slavery, Joseph, had become a prime minister in Egypt. Listen, Joseph had become a prime minister in Egypt. These children of Israel, as at that time, they were enjoying living large. That is, they took Egypt as home. They were there doing their businesses, raising families, enjoying their lives. Until, at a time, that generation died. Another generation, generation after generation, they came and they died. So that Joseph and his brothers, his parents all died. Look at what the Bible said. These Israelites, they had already settled in Egypt, made Egypt home. Listen attentively what the Bible said. After many years, listen, then arose a Pharaoh who did not know Joseph. Go read your Bible. Listen. Then arose Pharaoh who did not know Joseph. What happened? That Pharaoh who did not know about Joseph, that there was a prime minister in Egypt whose name was Joseph, an immigrant from the land of Canaan. He began to mistreat Israelites and converted them, made them slaves in Egypt. That Pharaoh made, the Pharaoh that never knew Joseph, made the children of Israel. That was how they became slaves in Egypt. Listen attentively. That was how they became slaves in Egypt. So that slavery lasted for over 400 years. They began to look for how. Do you know what it means to be in slavery? Your master will not want to allow you go. They want free labor. You know what it means to be a slave? Being a slave means you laboring in vain. So your master, they want to keep enjoying slave labor. That is, you work without getting wages, getting salary. This is why you see most of these Western countries are rich, because they enjoyed the benefit of slave labor, even Arab countries. All the people they stole, did you know how many people? 15 million Africans were taken out of Africa during the transatlantic slave trade, and 2.5 million died on the way. That's why you see some of these people balance their enjoying life, because they enjoyed the benefits of slave labor. They became rich doing nothing. They became rich doing nothing. That's not the point. The point is, I gave you now example of the Israelites that became slaves in Egypt. At a time, they remembered they had a home. You that is living in abroad, you are sitting without using your head. You are not thinking about Africa. You said you've forgotten home because of corrupt governance. You hate your homeland because of no light. Man, I will not tell you what I have not done. You understand me? I cannot come here to deceive you. Now listen. You say because you are enjoying good transport system, steady electricity, you forgot your father's land. Now listen. Look at what's going on now in United Kingdom, UK, the UK protest. Each time I run a program, I said, prepare for unforeseen circumstances. It's not only in UK, in Dublin, and many other European countries. They are now, I saw many videos that prompted me to go live now. They're asking for foreigners to go. They are now asking foreigners to leave United Kingdom. Imagine, listen attentively. Some people don't have documents. Some people will be hiding now. The people that don't have authentic documents will be hiding, number one. There are people that are living in UK who have made UK their homes. They have made UK their home. They don't want to go to Africa again. They are dissing Africa like Africa is bullshit. See, in a situation where it turns red, say everybody has to start running for his or her life, what are you going to do if you have nothing in Africa? Listen to me. What are you going to do if you have nothing in your home country? Even I'm even taking it too far. Biggie said he will never forget where he come from. Biggie, there are some people that forgot where they come from. They are shopping everything that is in their mouth. Even some people you see rented apartments. The apartments they rented, they are living life like there is no tomorrow. You see some people are living in apartments of 1,500 euros, 1,200 euros, 1,000 euros in a month. They are living like there is no tomorrow. Now, when you convert that amount of money they are using to pay rent in a month, these people that are living in expensive apartments have nothing in Africa. These guys that are living in expensive apartments, they have nothing in Africa. If you talk about Africa, they will tell you, but forget it. They will always give reasons why they will not invest. See, don't get me wrong. I did not tell you to go back to Africa. No. I said, invest or put something down in Africa because of unforeseen circumstances. Did you hear me? Because it's not even about the riots that's going on in Europe. There are situations that may force you back to Africa. There are situations that may force you back to Africa. And had I known, we come at last. Number one. There are some men here in Europe. Did you know how they got frustrated? African men. Their wives frustrated them in Europe here. Today, they cannot go forward. They cannot move forward. They cannot move backward. Some men you see here, their wives frustrated them in Europe here, in America, in many places. Let me tell you a story for those of you who don't know. I will take it bit by bit this evening. I don't want my internet to interrupt this fine program now. There was one man here, an African man. I'm giving you now life story. There was one man from Africa. The man came here, studied here, became a medical doctor, a gynecologist. Listen to me attentively. A gynecologist. This man married a white woman. Together, they had 4 children and they were living very well. I never knew about this man until one Sunday afternoon when they showed them on television. This man married the woman for over 20-something years as at that time. They showed them on television. That was around 1997. The first time I saw this man. Now, the man went to outside Wien, that is outside Vienna, and built a powerful duplex. He had ordination, that is where he treats. You know what I mean by ordination? You may call it practice, where he practices, a gynecologist. This man built, do you know what it means to buy land and build a duplex? Powerful duplex like that one in Africa. I saw it. I was even shocked. I said, so this man built this kind of house in Europe. People were proud of them. They showed their children, they showed everybody. Now listen. After that, after 1997, they showed, I didn't hear, I did not see, I don't know the man. I saw him, first time I saw him was on telly. Fast forward, 2002, 2003, 2000, let's say 2000, the news began to spread because the guy is a Nigerian from the Igbo tribe. News began to say that the guy left where he was living, the state he was living, and relocated to Vienna. What happened? The wife divorced him, took over the property. The woman waited until the children grew, looked for a chance to strike, and the woman got everything, a white woman. And the man was asked to leave home. At what age? Then the man was almost 60 years. The man was almost 60 years. The man came to Vienna. The man almost ran mad. He was running up and down, chasing, looking for black women to bounce back. But at that age, no black man looked his way. No black woman looked his way. He had nothing in Africa. He had to start life. Till now, the man has not remarried. He did not get another woman. Black woman, because age is against him. Did you get it? You see, he got the shock of his life. Now, let me keep going. I'm not here to cause division because there are good white women. In fact, there are some white women that are better than black women. Listen, I cannot tell you a lie. It depends on who you married. But in life, always be on the safe side. Don't disadvantage yourself. I've seen some people. I'm not telling you not to invest in Europe. But in life, try to always be on the safe side in case of incasity, in case if something go wrong, so that you see how to gather yourself back together. Now, imagine this has nothing to do with black woman or white woman, so that it does. I don't want to make it look like racist talk. You may marry a woman in abroad here. There are some black women in America here that chased their husbands away from their homes, took over the home, and these men became stranded at old age. What are you going to do at the age of 60, 65, even 50-something years, when the woman you married send you packing, and you know the law favors women? So I'm not talking about color now. I'm talking about this can happen to anybody. Now you as a man that is living in abroad, that invested, you put all your investments in abroad. Imagine in a situation where maybe your woman or something happens that you've got to leave home. You have nothing back home as a man. Now, this is one of the reasons you see some men go to extreme, get violent. Listen, you see some married men, African men, get violent. You know why? Let me tell you why some married men get violent. They invested, like in the US and here. They put all their investments in abroad, went to Africa and picked a wife. Came back, later the woman changed. The woman came to Europe and opened eyes. Maybe got bad friends who influenced her. Before you know it, the woman, having known her rights, having gotten all the necessary documents she needed, will begin to misbehave. She doesn't want you again. Maybe you are an old man. Maybe, even she may come from a bad family. Your wife may have bad parents who want money too. And in order to have access to that money, they will want to remove you, spoil that marriage, in order for their daughter to be sending money to them. And this is happening at old age. In your 50s, in your 60s, you have nothing home because you've made abroad your home. Listen to me very well. And there is what is called see finish. Do you know what I mean? There is what is called see finish. If a woman see you finish, she will begin to insult you. If a woman, see, this evening I'm going to drop it the way it is. So, if a woman see you finish, you know what I mean by see finish? If she weighs you, if she puts you, that is weigh you, and discover that nothing for you, you want nothing, she'll make life miserable for you. Don't come here to tell me love or no love. She will make life miserable for you. Especially when she knows that you have nothing home. You are not a man. See, let me tell you, money rules this world. If you don't know, money is the god of this world. Money is the god of this world. Money rules this world. Don't make that mistake. That is why you see a man of 80 years can go to Africa and marry a girl of 20 years. A man of 80 years can go to Africa, still get a wife, but you that is handsome. I'm telling you, money rules this world. See, you are dead without money. Without money, you cannot move anything. Without money, you cannot move anything. See, let me tell you, if not for money, why are Africans coming to Europe? Why are Arabs, from Middle East, why are they coming to Europe? They came to Europe to look for money. I'm telling you, don't deceive. Listen, without money, you are dead. You cannot live in a decent apartment. You will be homeless. All these people you see on the streets that are homeless, without money, you'll be homeless. You cannot even eat food. You'll be a beggar. You turn to a beggar. Without money, you go naked. You cannot afford you cannot change your clothes. Without money, even people will distance themselves from you. You will not have good friends. Money rules this world. Don't be deceived. I'm telling you the way it is. So, if your wife, the woman you keep at home, if she see you finish, she'll begin to insult you. See, let me tell you, there is something that makes you a man. Listen to me. There is something that makes you a man. You know what? Your investment, your what? There are things you keep on ground that your woman, your wife, or the people around you, if they see it, they respect you. There are things that you keep around, you keep aside as a man, as a human being, that when people see it, they respect you. That is what makes you a man, and that is your portion, what you stand to enjoy while alive. Your woman cannot mess you up when she realizes that you are heavyweight. Your woman cannot mess you up when she realizes, have you seen, she cannot mess you up when she realizes you are heavyweight. Before she talk anyhow, she will reason it properly. But when she discovers that you are an empty vessel, boy, she will make your life miserable. Let me tell you, she will make your life miserable. All these people you see that go to extreme, that is, all these people that unalive their wives, you see some of them unalive. When they bring a woman abroad and the woman begins to misbehave, you see them, they eliminate the woman, they delete the woman. You know why? Because they have no option. They are at the bus stop. See, there is nobody that have alternative options that we go to extreme. I cannot go to extreme because of a woman. I cannot take extreme action because there are things to fall back on. You got it? Life goes on. If a woman decides to move, to leave me, life goes on. See, there was one man here. I don't need to call the country. The wife misbehaved. And at the end of the day, the man was very smart. As the woman misbehaved, the man packaged home big time. While the woman was misbehaving, the man kept packaging home. At the time, the man went to prison and bounced out, came out. As the man came out, he went back to his home country. The man is from Ghana, let me say it. The man went back in grand style. If you see the investments the man made in Ghana, the man went back in grand style. It was the son that told me, said, listen, for many years the father has been living in Ghana and he is living like a king in Ghana. He does not want, yes. This man, you know, he planned ahead of time. He thought about tomorrow, like he planned for the rainy days, for days to come. He did not want to be taken by surprise. You don't just fold your hands and allow yourself to be cornered. To be cornered where you will not have exit. So, I later discovered that many of these guys that whenever they have issue with their wife in abroad, they delete the wife. They eliminate the woman. They do this because they have nothing to fall back in Africa. They are hopeless. If you have a duplex with swimming pool, if you know that when you go to Africa, you still have great life ahead of you, you cannot prefer to spend the rest of your life inside prison because of a woman. Listen to me. You cannot, if you know that if you go back to Africa, you have large parcel of land. You have investments that even when you balance, women will surround you. You understand me? When you sit, women will surround you. You bullshit the woman in abroad. Say, go back to Africa and live like a king. But the thing is, listen, there are people who made Europe or abroad to their homes. They put everything in one, all their eggs, they put inside one basket. So when problem arises between couples or anything, you see them lose balance. And then it is too late. By then, it is too late. Well, guys, before I continue with this story, I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go now at Uncle RODDY and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I cannot labor in vain. Nobody. And if you are watching me on TikTok now, go and follow my page. Give me a follow. I cannot labor in vain. You got it? Just do it now. That's a way of supporting me. Let's go further. So, I've seen people say, if you go to US, you see many African men, aged men that are frustrated. They cannot go back to Africa anymore because they have no home in Africa. They forgot their home, their native land. And they forgot, some women will show you pepper. I made a video, I spoke about children. I told you children comes in different forms. Some children come to families as blessings, while some came as problems. Some women you married came as blessings, while some came as problems. Some came to fight you. People marry their enemies. People also marry their destiny helpers. That is the reality. And if you relax, say you have documents, you are a big boy, and you put everything, you are in America, you are in Canada, you are in Europe, you are eating chicken leg, say nothing is up, say nothing is happening. Something goes up one day. When you say nothing is happening, don't forget, Lucifer was anchoring with God in heaven, a choir master. He was an angel. Lucifer later turned to the devil you hear about today. That is, it was, listen to me very well. What is wrong with my listen? It was, you see, let me tell you a bit of the Bible story. Guys, are you listening? Let me tell you a bit of the Bible story. Guys, you are not sharing my broadcast. That serpent, you had that Bible story, that serpent in the Garden of Eden. That serpent, you had the story that deceived Eve. That serpent that deceived Eve, that lured Eve, deceived Eve to eat the forbidden fruit. That serpent was dragon in Revelation. It turned to dragon in Revelation. That serpent that was not killed, was not tamed. Did you hear that anybody killed that serpent in the Garden of Eden? That serpent later turned to dragon in Revelation, in the book of Revelation. So people, they change. People change. Now, one thing I don't want you to do, I want you to have a very wise approach towards life, smart approach towards life, which is always prepare for the worst. Did you hear me? Always prepare for the worst. Expect that anytime, anything can go, anything can happen. That way, if you are thinking along that way, you will prepare for rainy days. You have plan B. Be ready for the worst. Don't always think because you are eating chicken leg and chicken wing, you relax, believing say everything is cool, everything is soft. You got it? So, The Bible says, when you think it is peace and safety, a sudden destruction comes your way. When you think it is peace and safety, a sudden destruction comes. Nothing in life is guaranteed. This is why I keep saying it. This is why you see some people, when there is turbulence in their life, they go off balance because they did not prepare for the worst. Whenever there is turbulence in their life, you see them go off balance. Now, I beg, help me, I beg, I never. No, it's now. Hear it from me now. So that whenever there is turbulence in the air, you gonna say, you know that, man, you're ready. So, that is by the way. I'm talking about people that believe that Europe, see, all this system you are enjoying, say the West, this is man-made, humans built this system. So it's collapse. Rich countries do get broke. Empires rise and empires fall. You should have in mind, have this mindset, nothing remains permanent in life. Man, I have another approach towards life. When I look at what's going on around me, my parents are no more. I've lost a brother, I've lost a sister, I've lost friends. Many guys we embarked on this journey to, nothing remains permanent. Anything can stop at any time. You got it? This is why I always say, do not look down on anything in this life. Say in Africa, bad governance, Tinubu did this, people talk it, but think about yourself. What will benefit you? There is no light, there are people that are over 100 years in Africa, they are still living their life, nobody killed them. And they are having great life in Africa. Nothing has happened to them. I'm not telling you lie. Authentic, I see you. Nothing has happened to them. So when you relax, say this is abroad, you trust the system. You forgot that humans built this system. I appreciate you, Authentic. You forgot that this system was built by, that's why you see today, Europeans are protesting because they are going hungry. There is job competition. They are not getting those social benefits. And I told you, I said, listen, anything can happen at any time. The UK you are talking about now, people are saying civilized. You see the people you say they are civilized people, they are protesting against immigrants now. The people you are calling, you said they are civilized, they say immigrants. See UK. They said they don't want immigrants in their countries anymore. And who are the immigrants? Who do they want to chase back? Black people? Indians? Asians? How many? People that have been there for generations. They think that history is about to repeat itself. History is about to repeat itself. That what happened in Egypt is about happening again in Europe here. What happened in Egypt is about happening in again. See, you see now, you see how Pharaoh rose against the children of Israel, converted them to slaves. You see, they are looking you, they are watching you everywhere. See, the problem Europe made was to open their borders to people of Middle East. I'm not against any race, but the problem they made, the greatest mistake they made was to open the, listen, I'm not a racist, but I said things, that's it. They preferred, I said it in the afternoon, they preferred other race than black people. Maybe they needed workforce, but they preferred other, like Middle East, people that are light-skinned to African people. You know this issue of, this issue of racism. People hate, other race hates Africans. I'm saying it. So because of the hate Europeans and even Americans have for African people, they allowed these people from Middle East to flood Europe, to come to Europe. So today they are scared. Immigrants are about to take over their countries, their continents. They are scared. They are scared. Immigrants everywhere. The whole Europe, immigrants, they are scared that they are losing it. Now, as this protest is going on, you that is watching me, do you have anything in Africa? You don't say so. Do you have anything in Africa? Because in emergency situation, now run. Because I've been saying it, you that is watching me now, do you have anything in Africa? Because at the end, if you don't take time, you will go meet your enemies in Africa. You go beg your enemies to give you accommodation of where to sleep. Corn and sugar, see you. See, some people will go beg bread from their enemies if you don't want to listen. You see yourself, you land. The next thing is, you have no money, you have no place to go. You see yourself in your country in Africa. Nothing to start with. As you touch down at the airport, as you touch down at the airport, you have no money, you have no place to go. The next thing is to begin to call your enemies. And these enemies might be people that have been working on you not to get ahead in abroad. These enemies might be people that are behind your problems. They have been working on you spiritually. They want you to come back empty-handed. They want you to carry empty hand and come back. They don't want you to. At the end of the day, you may go meet them. You go meet them. At the airport, you touch down at the airport, you have no place to go. You cannot go to the village. You have no house in the village. You have no house in the city. No land. Even if you have land, you can go manage with the small money you have, build a basha, start life from there. If you have a land, you can go and build a basha, start life. But in a situation where you take Europe as heaven, it go clear you for eye. It go clear you for eye. You say you don't want to listen, say it's abroad. You are paying mortgage. You are snapping pictures and sending to people. You there for America. You there for Georgia, for Florida. Your eye go clear. Until run happened, did you not see how Jewish people ran? How they ran back, 1938 to 1945, the Second World War. They did not expect it. I'm not here to scare you, but anything fit happen. If you see yourself at the airport now, the next thing is to begin to call even people that you've not called for over 10 years. You start calling them. Some will not answer you. That is when you will know that water has two types. That's when you will know that there is cold water and there is hot water. That's when you will know that there is winter and there is summer. They tell you, I think you are enjoying life in abroad. Go continue to eat chicken leg and chicken wing. Continue to buy designers. Continue to furnish your house and keep. This is weekend. Call your friends. Let them come and see your house in abroad. Are you the owner of the house? You don't own it. Look at the amount of money you are paying because you want people to come and visit you and see that you are living well. While at home, you are empty. At home, you are empty. Every weekend, you gather guys. Everybody is always merriment. Alcohol drinking, partying, alcohol drinking, partying, and back home, you have nothing that even, there are people, as I'm making this video, there are people, if they throw them up and, if they fall, if they throw them from here to Olo, they are not worth 100 euro in Africa. Some people are not worth, don't have anything of 500. If they throw them from here to Olo, you will not get, they have nothing to sell. Not even a television to raise even 50 euros. 50 euros. Well, I'm not here to scare you, but I'm here to tell you the gospel truth that in life nothing is guaranteed. You see this protest that is going on in UK. The British government, the government of Britain now, will tighten their borders and they will begin to deport people, especially people. The immigration law will be made tough, especially people that don't have documents. When I come online, I say, listen, there are opportunities. Somebody said, not really. So you think if you don't have documents, don't console yourself. You think if you don't have documents and you are living in UK, they will leave you. When the citizens are registering their displeasure, say they don't want you, when they are protesting, you think if you don't have documents in United Kingdom, they will allow you to be roaming about. Don't joke. Wake up before they take you by surprise. Don't come here and console yourself. If you don't see, let me tell you what you don't know. If you don't have documents in Europe here, make sure that you arranged back home very well. If you don't have documents, see, listen to me. This is my own sermon. This is our own mosque. This is my own church. This is my own university. Here you hear it. If you know that you don't have authentic documents to start with, 90% of your investment should be back home. In fact, money is not supposed to be staying in your hand if your document is not intact. Are you listening to me? 90% of your investment should be home if your document is not intact. Now me the talk. Because if you are here, this is why I always tell people, don't follow people. Because if you are here, the people you met here in abroad, sometimes that relationship, that friendship ends here. So that opportunity you have here, you have now, to be seeing small money. Use it now and arrange your life. Even if later, if you get documents, no wahala, no problem. But the one you have, take them and arrange home. You get why. The one you have now, use it and arrange home. So that, did you know, let me tell you, I don't want to go too deep. Let me tell you the truth. There are people I know, they cannot go to Africa again in life. Do you know why? They don't have €5 worth of a thing in Africa. Many. There are people I know, men and women, they cannot go to Africa anymore because when they travel to Africa, they have no place to stay. There is no place, not even one room they can call home. There are people, the only place they can call home is hotel. They travel to Africa, they spend like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, pay hotel or 1 month and they run. As soon as their money is about to finish, they take off. There is no place. And that's why this is why you see some people come on social media and tell you, Africa is shit. Anybody that is telling you Africa is shit, Africa is this, that person is worthless in Africa. That's why I tell you, we all have different anybody that is condemning, look at me well, I don't see people. Anybody that is condemning Africa, every time you talk Africa, you say, forget it. That person, most of them are worthless. They have nothing in Africa. If their own spoil, if it did not work for them, they don't want it to work for somebody else. Now listen, let me tell you. Land, you see, land and house doesn't spoil, especially land. If you get authentic land somewhere, I've said it before, fence it and put gates, you've gotten a home. for you in life. If you have a land somewhere, fence it. That land alone that you own is a home. If push comes to shove, you put Basha there and stay. The worst that can happen to you as a human being is, I told you guys, is when you depend on people, when you beg. See, if you have no money, you become a subject to the rich. If you have no money, if you have nothing in life, to be honest, life will be miserable till the day you die. All your life, you keep begging. You don't know the power of money, the power of investments. If you don't see, all your life, you will be a nuisance. You will not get any respect. You keep begging people. That's when you know, say, water get two types, cold water and hot. Your friends will abandon you. They will stop picking your calls. It happened to me now when I was broke in Africa. Have I not told you guys this story? Guys we rode with before they traveled abroad came back. People we went to school with, my schoolmates, they traveled to Italy, Germany, Russia, Poland, and the rest of them, came back with Mercedes Benz. When they came back, they did not look my side. They did not look my side. Man, they gathered themselves, they were just enjoying. They didn't even talk to me. Some were speaking Italian language, some were speaking German language, broken Italian language. They were conversing among themselves. We sat down somewhere. That's where you know that black people like to oppress. We were oppressed. Man, my eyes saw my ear. You go see shege if you have no money. You will see, you will smell, you will see shege. Your life will not have honor if you have no money, if you have nothing. If your life needs to be, I beg, help me where I will sleep. Help me food. You are begging for food. They cook food, you eat. They buy you drink. They buy you cigar. They buy you marijuana. Everything you need to ask for it. Man, you not pass any subject. You did not pass any subject. If you see what, even your sisters go insult you, brothers go insult, everybody, friends will abandon you. You'll be wondering whether they don't use you to do money medicine. At a time, you'll be wondering, nah, they don't use you to do, hey, well, who you say whether somebody don't use you to do ritual. You never see poverty. There. This is why some people, when I come online, I say, I don't go to holidays, I don't waste money. Some people say, what's this man talking? Learn how to send money message. Learn how to make, that is, use money wisely. Spend money wisely. Don't waste it. If you are broke, they'll be looking at you as a crazy man. Your talk will not make sense anymore. If you are broke, people may think, man, you never see something safe. If you are broke, they will be looking at you as somebody whose head some people will say, if you know that you are intelligent, why didn't you use that your intelligence to make money? If you are broke, they will term you as unintelligent person. You think it's a joke? You cannot come, a broke person, a poor man cannot come to give me advice. A poor person has nothing to tell me. Because if you know better, use that your wisdom to make money. There is nothing. See, a poor person cannot, how can a poor person come to advise me when you have nothing? Boy, it be like saying you don't know how this life they work out. You don't know. Do I need to go further? It's like a single woman or a bachelor, a single and unmarried man come to give me marriage counsel. You want to come and advise me about marriage while you cannot keep a wife, you cannot keep a husband. As I'm sitting here, I can lecture you about marriage. because I've been in it close to 30 years now. I can tell you about marriage because I've seen it in and out. There are people I cannot listen to because you know past any subject. It's the reality. This is the reality. How can a poor man advise a rich man? It doesn't happen. A poor man become a personal advisor to a rich man. That personal advisor, why don't you use, this is why some people, man, you need to, nah, story too plenty. Story too plenty. Well, guys, why I came out this evening is to tell you, listen to me. If you have that opportunity, keep something in Africa. Even if you may not even live in Africa. You may not, just keep it there. Even if you want to live, spend all your life in abroad, keep something in Africa, just keep it there for rainy days. So that had I known does not come at last. There are people, see, if it is land, abandon it there. Build that house, keep it there. You may need it, you may need it, you may not need it. But to be on the safe side, just keep them there. Now me they tell you, I know why. A lot of things happens in life, you understand me? The future is unknown and nothing is guaranteed. A lot of things happens in life so that you will not be shocked. I remember one of my homies back then in school. Every time if he wants to talk, you see the guy say, he would always talk about the ups and downs of life. I said, why is this guy? How old were we then? We are like 17 years getting somewhere. Every time you see the guy speak big English, he would talk about the ups and downs of life, the challenges of life. I said, which kind of English this man is talking? I said, which kind? Until we entered life. You know, you need to enter life. You need to go into life to see the ups and downs of life. You need to face challenges. You need to feel life. You need to get disappointments, betrayals, and a lot of things that is associated with life. You need to meet fake friends, good friends, disappointments, and the rest of them. That's when close the door, that's when you feel, you know what is the ups and downs of life. You need to get broke. Life needs to deal with you and you deal with life. Then that's when you know. Maybe your business may catch fire, maybe set ablaze. You may lose money. One thing or the other may happen to you. You see yourself empty. You need to start from square one again. That's when you remember what, or understand what it means by ups and downs of life. Or maybe you get divorced. The woman you love so much, or the man you love. I've seen a man here. After 23 years of marriage, the woman wake up one morning and said she does not want to marry again, that she wants to live her life. The man said, The woman said, she married too early. Now she wants to groove. The man said, waiting happened. But good enough, the man planned his life. The woman may fall, that woman you are calling honey may fall in love with another guy, man. You carry knife and gun, they pursue people up and down. You don't need it. If that woman fall in love with another person, you move on. You show that you are a big boy. Did you hear me? Not if the woman dump you. You carry knife, you go pick knife and gun, they chase people up and down like a crazy woman, man. Say you sacrifice so much, you cannot do that. You understand me? You say you cannot do that, you'll be chasing the woman. No. That's why I told you need to prepare your life. You that is a woman too, that you depend your entire life on a man. You that a woman, you have no money of your own. You don't have a job. You have nothing. Your entire life depends on a man. What if that man tell you he does not want anymore? What if that man tell you he does not want anymore? Where do you start from? Where are you going to start from? Even, don't forget, then you calculate how many years you've put in that relationship, the effort you put in, and you realize, you will see that time is no longer on your side. You are hitting 50, you are over 50, and the man may decide to be galloping other babes outside. The man may start having mistresses outside. Already, you have grown gray hairs everywhere. Everywhere, gray hairs. Your hair don't tell. The man will be looking at you as an old woman. Did you prepare your life? You as a woman, did you prepare your life, or your entire life depends on a man? If the man say he does not want, you go on your knees and begin to beg. How long are you going to beg all your life? Because why are you begging? You are begging because you cannot go forward, you cannot go back. Yes, now, if the man said no, he does not want anymore, you fall on, you begin to cry, you go on your knees, begin to beg. Because you are empty. What does that make you? It makes you a slave to that man or that woman. Did you hear me? It makes you a slave to that, because immediately the man, see, I'm talking about you being, how do I put it now? Worthful. Yes, valuable. Are you following me? You being, thank you so much, Kekanza. I spoke about you adding value to your life, you investing, having something for rainy days, so that people, your woman or your man, cannot mess you up. You as a woman, see, if you have nothing and the man is threatening you, threatening to divorce you, where do you go from there? You have no job, you have no money of your own, you have no home, you have no place to go. Your families are enemies. Don't forget, these family members are enemies. Who do you have? You have yourself at the end of the day. Family members are enemies. You be like, say you don't know. They are calling you now, smiling at you now because you are in abroad. Maybe 20 euro, 50 euro is coming out of your pocket. They are just using you. They call you auntie, brother, uncle. You drop money. Go there, meet them. Go there, meet them. So, if you are worthless, you become a subject, you become a servant, a slave to those that have, the rich. The rich. Guys, as you're watching me, subscribe to my YouTube channel. How many times am I going to talk it? Do you want me to labor in vain? I cannot labor in vain. No. I need to pass some subjects. I cannot labor in vain. I cannot be a motivational. You go to Africa, you see some motivational speakers, they have no money. What are you motivating? You've not motivated yourself. You see some inspirational. You see some motivational speaker in Africa. You are motivational speaker. After motivating you, will be asking you to borrow him money. Hi guys. Well, before you motivate anybody, make sure you've motivated yourself. You must have reference. Say, look at this. What the David did before he faced Goliath. You know what he told? What is the name of that king? King Saul. I think that was the king as at that time. If this Bible story. David, when they doubted his strength, his power to fight Goliath, did you know what he did? Some of you don't know. What he did was, he now told the parents of King Saul how he fought bears, how he killed lions, why first. He said for that reason, said he has killed. He said bears and lions came to devour his flock, his sheep. He fought them and killed them. So if he was unable to kill bears and lion, he can be able to kill Goliath. He said he has faced tougher challenges in the past. He said Goliath is a case. Did you hear me? David said Goliath is a case. So before you come out say you want to motivate somebody, have you motivated yourself? Do you have something you can point at? Say, look at, I did this. Look at me, don't take me, I'm a warrior. This is a symbol of a great man. That's the life. Guys. Well, I've delivered my message. Tomorrow is another day, but I want you to follow this page. Also go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I don't drop my message for tonight. Thank you, Bank Books. I appreciate you. Appreciate you plenty. So, thank you, Bank Book. I appreciate you. Yes, I can. You see, I'm not laboring in vain. This Bank Book, every time, does not want me to labor in vain. As she is supporting me every now and then, this is how somebody is going to support her too, or him. I don't know if it is a man or a woman. When you hear about whatever you sow in life, what she is doing, she's paying tithes. Some of you don't know. The person, I don't know who she is, but she is paying tithes. Some people think tithes and offering is when you go to mosque or go to church and pay tithe and give to. No. Okay, because I appreciate you. See, I've said it many times. There is what is called kind gestures. People don't know about the spirituality of this life. Look, I'm not hungry. Have you seen me come online to beg? No, I don't do it. But listen, I'm a cheerful giver. If I tell you how I give to people, you may not believe it. But do you know why you should always do good? In whatever way you can. When you make sacrifices, I'm not talking about it has nothing to be money. You know what it does? When you do good, when you render kindness to people, it clears ways for you. There are some, I've said it before, there are some misfortune that may want to come to your way because of the good you've done to people. That misfortune will not reach you. You don't know. There are things you do and it will prevent misfortune from coming your way. There are things you do in life. I'm not telling you to give me, but I'm telling you the reality. There are things you do in life, it will attract favor unto you. See, you cannot cheat life. Whatever you sow, that's what you're going to reap. It's not racking sense. Some people don't know how this life works. Whatever you sow in this life, you will get it. You don't know. This is why some people when they see me, they think I'm a fool. The people I give, I'm giving it because these things prevents certain bad omen from getting to me, my wife, and my children. They may say, this man is a mogul. Let's chop this man. I know I'm not a fool, but I make sacrifices. Sometimes I just spend 50 euro, 100 euro, 10 euro. I give them, say, take, carry, go. Maybe tomorrow we talk about spirituality. And I'm going to dive into spirituality. This life is deep. There are people, to be honest, I've seen very stingy people. Very stingy. You cannot even get a kobo from them. They are very stingy. When you look at them very well, they don't normally get lucky in life. When you look at their lives, all these people that are, they don't share. They don't, when you look at them very well, they know that their life is not exciting. Don't envy anybody when you see good things happen to certain people, because you don't know the sacrifices they have done. You see, some people brought their sisters, their brothers, their friends to abroad. Some people gave others one thing or the other. Later, the people you gave that thing to turn to your enemy. Don't break your head. You've done your part. Good thing will reach you. Even when they call you a fool. When you render favor or kindness to people and they later turn back against you, don't break your head. This is the reason why you see some people, every now and then you see good things happen to them. You'll be wondering. And some people don't realize that good things are happening to them. You don't know why you are lucky. Why you have been in that job for many years. While you've been in that, you've gotten what you wanted somehow. Well, tomorrow is another day. What I'm telling you is Gaskia. It's not about you going to the river to slaughter a fowl or sacrifice a goat. I've spoken about many things here. Sometimes rendering kindness to somebody simply means giving that person vital information that will benefit that person. It's not about money or giving gifts or anything. When you see where somebody can go and get better in life, maybe a job opportunity, maybe an information that may save the person's life, you've done good. It's not about monetary aspects. We may talk about all these things tomorrow. There are some people who used their hands to block their ways. They are their own destiny destroyers. Do you know how? You knew and you saw where they are plotting evil against somebody. And you know very well you can go reveal that and save the person's life. Because you want bad thing to happen to that person. You kept quiet. You blocked your way. You don't know. When you see danger and go tell somebody, boy, girl, danger is coming your way, you've done good. That is what is called paying tithes. It's not only about monetary aspect of it, but we are going to discuss about these things tomorrow. So guys, and let me tell you, I'm self-sufficient. Did you hear me? I am self-sufficient. I don't go online. I don't come online to beg nobody for nothing. People have been following this page for many years. So what I'm telling you is what will benefit you. Tomorrow we are going to talk about it. So guys, let's call it a day. I appreciate everybody who liked and shared. Just by liking and sharing, you've done good too. It's not only about monetary. By showing support, you've done good. Even by watching me, you've done good. By watching me, being part of this broadcast, you've done good. Even liking, say, for you to press that like button, that means you like what I'm doing, and it shall be well with you. Yes, there are so many people I don't know. Whenever they come to my program, they will like and share. As you press that like button, that is how somebody else is going to like what you do. Because it's not everybody that will like what you are doing. There are family members, there are friends that they watch me, they don't like, they don't share. They are afraid of my growth. Family members, friends who knows me, they never liked my post, they never shared. But I don't know you, we are not from the same village. But for you to like my post, that means you want my progress. Yes. You see, I appreciate everybody. Every little kindness, I appreciate it. So guys, I want to say, thank you guys. Thank you guys. This is how we roll here. And if you are not following my page, follow the page. And if you don't like me, don't follow. Then I know you are not part of my destiny. Yes, if you don't like me, don't follow. Because here, we say it the way it is. So guys, I want to say good night to everybody. Take care of yourselves. Did you see the video I dropped about alcohol? Don't take too much alcohol. Man, people watched the video, they said I acted very well. Yes, don't be a slave to alcohol. That was what I titled that video. Don't quit being a slave to alcohol. Don't drink alcohol. Well, I acted very well. Go watch the video. It is on TikTok. Yes, it is also on YouTube. So guys, I want to say thank you. Thank you once again. So tomorrow, I've got nothing doing. We're going to gather here again and reason together. So guys on YouTube, thank you for the comments. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate you guys. Martin, Martin, just leave it. 22 people, let them watch. I appreciate, don't force nobody. I appreciate everybody. We don't force anybody here. If the person want to like and share, let them like. If they don't want to like, let them leave it. Don't force anybody to do anything. And I'm enjoying what I'm doing. It's not that if I'm not desperate in life. I'm blessed. K Kanza, I appreciate you. I'm a blessed man. I know they hide them. I'm not hiding it. I'm blessed. Man, we get plenty talk. There are so many. Tomorrow we are going to discuss family issues. We are going to discuss family issues. I'm going to go deep on family issues and so many things. We go discuss them. So don't forget to join and be part of the broadcast. Okay, Kanza, I'm going to update it on my Facebook. I don't know what time, but I've got nothing doing tomorrow. Maybe I go outside and come back, but I'm going to, I tell you it, I will announce it on my Facebook. I will write it. I will tell what time, roughly, when I'm going to go live. But tomorrow, definitely, I'm going to go live 2 times. But I don't know what time. You know, sometimes I don't like making an appointment. Because sometimes I get tired, you know. Sometimes I'm not in the mood. So, see you guys. tomorrow. Take care, guys. Tomorrow is another day. We're going to gather here and enjoy ourselves. We tell story. Story is plenty. Somebody saying, how is the situation now? Which situation are you talking about? Which situation are you talking about? So guys, good night to you. It's getting dark in Vienna. Let me end the broadcast. I want to drink some water. You know, I had an operation here. I don't need to sit so long. If I sit so long, I'll start to have pains. Well, see you guys. Let me first